David, we were up over at Knott's Berry Farm, looked out the window, and what do you have? Another pursuit. This is eastbound 91 freeway, just past the 5 freeway. Unclear which agency is pursuing this vehicle. Right now, he's going so fast, there's nobody right behind him, but very erratic driving, getting off of the 91 freeway. It's a black Honda Civic. The driver's side window rolled down. Apparently, this was an attempted traffic stop. As I mentioned, unclear which agency and who is pursuing here, or if this is technically still in pursuit mode. But what you can see here is that the driving is very dangerous, very erratic and aggressive tactics as he tries to thread the needle here, squeezing through these two cars at a red light. You can see some front end damage on that bumper, now turning left onto Huntington Avenue, just south of the 91 freeway. This appears to be a residential street, doing about 60 miles per hour down a residential street. He's trying to break into the van. He finds an open door in that white van. And now you can see the black and whites pulling up right behind him. He's blocked in. He's inside the car, likely trying to hotwire it at this point. And you can see they have lit him up and basically blocked him in. If he tries to back out, it could get ugly. But in any event, officers now with their guns drawn, squarely waiting. They had their eyes on him. They're just waiting for backup at this point, and obviously trying to bark some orders at him, hoping he gets out of the vehicle. Let's try and come around the other side if we can. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're actually on the north side of the Disneyland TFR, so we actually are going to be forced to hold this position right here. Unfortunately, we can't see the driver's side of that white van. But again, if you're just tuning in, there is a pursuit driver that is just... Look at this! Hey, look at this! Ramming into the front of that black and white. That is Fullerton Police. Fullerton Police now trying to block him in as he puts it in reverse. He's going up and down, trying to... Well, he has nowhere to go here. He's really trying to ram that car out of his way as he is now stuck in that parking spot. There's really nowhere for him to go. He's got a fence in front of him. Look at this. Look at violently into reverse, ramming right into that Fullerton Police Department vehicle. That's right. Yes. This is very dangerous. Obviously, that officer has no choice but to use force if his life is in danger, but he is waiting for backup, and at this point really has very few options available to him. Here's another officer on the suspect's right rear flank. So now two officers, not sure if they both came from that same patrol car, but I only see those two officers on foot, and he is just going back and forth. Now he's created some room to escape here, and he's going to probably try and ram it again or do a 4-point turn and turn it around. He's got to turn it all the way around without hitting that tree, and he may have a couple minutes to do it here, because what else can those officers do? They really don't have many options. Here comes the backup. Here comes backup. Head-to-head. This is dangerous. Look at this. A head-on situation almost with that patrol car. Officers out of the vehicle, and now he's racing through the subdivision as more officers race into this neighborhood. Look at this. What is he going to do here? Around all of those black and whites, those are two Fullerton police officers that are now going to try and turn around with him. Look at this. Look at what we are seeing here. He is now back on Coronet Avenue after evading 4 separate black and whites who were just pulling into the neighborhood to try and help that original officer after a wild scene in that parking lot. We now have a brand new pursuit on our hands here as he has carjacked this vehicle and now racing down Coronet Avenue at Maple Street. Once again, a dangerous situation on the hands of Fullerton Police here. Anybody who is willing to engage with those cops like that, attempted assault on... Look at this, ramming past all of this traffic here as he tries to get back on the freeway. It looks like he's trying to get back on the 91 freeway. He sideswiped 2 separate cars to get through that red light, getting back onto the 91 freeway. Surely CHP is being called in here as full of those officers, I have not seen them get much closer to him, and now he is on the westbound side of the 91 freeway. As I was about to say, anybody who is that reckless and willing to put themselves in that position where they're face-to-face with those officers, it is a desperate suspect behind the wheel here, and obviously, very, very dangerous. Getting onto the 5. And he just has no regard. He has no problem ramming into anybody at this point or sideswiping any vehicle that's in his way. So I think we are about to see some really dangerous, very precarious situation here for every motorist who you see in this frame. Again, westbound side of the 91 freeway has now transitioned to the the northbound 5 freeway. He is now northbound on the 5 freeway, where traffic, I've got to tell you, is relatively light for as far as I can see out the window from up here in Air 7 HD. Very little traffic in his way. I can only imagine, as you were wondering too, David, that I can only imagine that CHP has been requested to take this over, because you've got Anaheim PD, who's pretty much out of pocket. They do have their airship in the area, but Fullerton PD is now out of their jurisdiction. Now he's getting off at Beach Boulevard. So getting off at Beach Boulevard, onto Beach Boulevard. Oh, look at that, fishtailing as he came off the freeway there, onto Beach Boulevard, off of Beach Boulevard, onto Auto Center Drive, as he continues northbound at a high rate of speed. A little more traffic on this street here as he makes a wild right turn into oncoming lanes of traffic. There's Anaheim PD's helicopter. They are directly over him, likely calling out for CHP. But right now, ever since he took this vehicle out of that parking lot, we have not seen any ground units engage with this suspect yet. Yeah, very fearful, very agitated driver behind the wheel here. It all started as a failed traffic stop, refusing to pull over. He was in a black Honda Civic when it all started, and it appeared, we saw him on several occasions try and dump that vehicle, and now he has taken over a white van. That's a GMC van, almost looks like a work van that was parked in those townhomes, now on Artesia Boulevard, as CHP tries to get in here and race up Artesia to catch up with the suspect. But once again, no black and whites in sight, as he is breaking every rule of the road and showing no regard for anybody's safety here, just ramming into vehicles whenever he sees anybody in his way. He sideswiped 2 separate vehicles getting off the 91 freeway, lost control at Beach Boulevard, as you said, David. He fishtailed off of the freeway there, almost lost control actually, and has now regained control on a much less traveled boulevard here. This is Artesia Boulevard, where you can see once again he's got much of the road all to himself here. Bound to lose control of this field. You can tell with every turn, he's barely braking. He's taking all of these turns way too fast. A very top-heavy vehicle that he is showing very limited capability of controlling. There are some black and whites a ways back, but they are having trouble catching up. They are not competing with him with these dangerous tactics that we're seeing here. He is driving very dangerously, but they've got to figure something out, because this is the same driving that we were seeing when he was in a small little black Honda Civic. We were very easily easily able to spot him on the freeway. Look at this, more traffic in his way. We'll see what he does here, but every time he's caught himself in a little bit of a jam, he just tries to use the vehicle to ram his way through here. Looks like he's gotten through that light there. Here, we're on Valley View Avenue. As I was mentioning, it was very easy to spot him on the freeway originally because the driving was so erratic. And again, throughout this pursuit, except for when he stole this vehicle, he has had really nobody behind him. He's just driving like a madman through the streets of Whittier now here on Valley View Avenue at Alondra Boulevard. Through the green light here with a little more traffic in his way, and we'll see what he attempts to do here, but I've got to believe that Honda was running out of fuel. You saw some front end damage. He obviously had been in some collisions with that car, and we already have witnessed several collisions with this car, not to mention that wild scene at the parking lot. If you missed it, I hope we can roll back some of that video where he was ramming that black and white, that lone Fullerton police officer who was just trying to block parking spot with his gun drawn. He rammed that black and white out of the way, and the pursuit is on once again. But right now, as we've been saying, no law enforcement able to keep up with him just yet. Into oncoming lanes of traffic through a parking lot here. He's going to come out on Rosecrans Avenue, going the wrong way on Rosecrans, wrong way on Rosecrans. It's a median. He's going to have to jump the, oh my goodness, look at this. He's going to probably shift over to the correct lanes here, but he had nowhere to go there, didn't jump the median, just went the wrong way, is now on the westbound side of Rosecrans Avenue, heading back towards the freeway. He's going to come up on the 5 freeway, approaching Norwalk. If he continues in the westbound direction here, looks like another crazy turn there onto a surface street into a parking spot for no reason whatsoever. Just went right over the curb there. I mean, there really wasn't anyone in his way. I'm not even sure what's going through this guy's mind. This is just very unpredictable. Impossible to set up for a spike. Look at this. Off-roading, trying to get around traffic. Yeah, almost slammed into that tree. Now, look at this, fishtailing through the parking lot, drifting through an empty warehouse parking lot, back onto Marquette Avenue. He is having a lot of trouble with this vehicle, guys. Absolutely not. Yeah, not composed at all. It looks like he might even have a flat tire. Look at this. There are pieces. Oh, he's lost his tire. He's on his rim. He's on that left rear tire is almost down to, I don't know if there's any tread left, but he's looks like he's got some sparks coming off occasionally. You saw some of that rubber flying off, and now he's going to have even more trouble maintaining control of this vehicle as he continues northbound on Marquette Avenue. Right along the wash here, there's a golf course off of the nose, but we are in a commercial area. It's going to turn into a more residential street if he continues, but there is a black and white now behind him, code 3 with lights and sirens on, about maybe 50 feet back. Let's go ahead and widen out and see which agency that is that's behind him. That looks like maybe still Fullerton. It's Fullerton PD. Fullerton PD back in pursuit, guys. Yeah, we're in the Norwalk area, I think, now as he comes up. Well, no, he's not in Norwalk yet, but look at this. He's going through that gas station without any tire on that left rear wheel. Almost struck several vehicles there. A miracle nobody's gotten hurt yet. But you can see he is really in a jam now. Lots of traffic ramming into all of these cars here. Again, this is northbound Carmenita Road now, and it's not moving. He's stuck. Now he's stuck. It looks like he's stuck. Sparks flying, and that officer reverse once and ran into that other patrol car. Right now he's trying to go forward, and he's not going anywhere at all. It looks like the van is now stuck. Yeah, this is likely to start a fire. You can see those rims are starting to glow. There's certainly more on the way over here. Right now, if we widen it just a little bit, we can confirm just that one black and white. Just the one black and white. We're at Placid Drive, northbound Carmenita Road, and he is now stranded here. We'll see how this officer deals with this. He's likely just going to wait for backup, and right now it doesn't appear as though that van is going anywhere. He's probably not aware. That's right. You've got to wonder if he's thinking about getting out of this van and trying to hijack another one. You've got to at least wonder whether that's going through his mind. He's probably not aware. Well, now he's aware. I was going to say he might not even be aware that his wheel's on fire, but certainly he's aware of the fire under the hood. More pieces flying out there as this vehicle is starting to come apart. I'm thinking it came from well, it could be, because, I mean, where else would that smoke be coming from? But I don't think any shots have been fired yet, so that probably is not the case. But that wheel, that left rear wheel, is also creating some metal as well. So it could have come from the rear, but now I've got to wonder if that transmission is just reached its limit, and that's what's producing the smoke here. Not sure, but in any event, it has overheated, and it looks like the vehicle is now disabled. Additional units now pulling into position here. So some backup from CHP and Fullerton PD as he gets out of the vehicle, crawls out of the passenger window, and is now running for it northbound Carmenita Road. Running up northbound Carmenita at Leffingwell Road as he crosses the street. We've seen this person make several desperate attempts to hijack other vehicles. We will see what he decides to do here. Lots of folks getting home here in Fullerton, or here in the La Mirada area, I want to say, and he is now running down the sidewalk without any other wheels at his disposal. He's going to start running out of steam here, and we'll see if this ends in a foot pursuit, because I think they are pursuing him on foot, but I can't confirm that from my vantage point. Here comes another officer in the opposite direction, and he's now run into a residential alleyway here. Loses his footing. Oh no, he's now on private property. You saw that it looked like a woman next to her home here. He's now in the backyard, and he's gonna hide out here along Leffingwell Road and jumping fences. He's jumping fences, looking for a way into one of these homes. Little dog, small dog there in the backyard. He's under that patio, yeah, that awning. He's trying to get into that car, into that house rather. Several dogs barking. He's now going through that sliding glass door, making his way into the home. Somebody appears to be, yeah, it might even be a homeowner, not sure. Completely unaware. Yeah, he's on the other side of the building. I don't think he has any clue. Very dangerous situation here where we have no information, but here comes somebody running out the front. Look at this. Look at this. A confrontation inside the house, a family home, and now we're going to come around the front here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. He's in the truck. He's in the truck. He's in the truck. He just got in that truck. There's a dog under that truck. Oh my goodness, look at this. He just stole the, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. This is incredible. Unbelievable. I cannot believe what we are witnessing, guys. They are going to have to get creative here, because this person is look at this.